Let's get to the CME Group. Rick Santelli's at the Santelli Exchange on a Monday. Morning, Rick.
Good morning, Carl. You know, I have to stop watching movies late at night because it gives me so many different sort of ideas for the Santelli Exchange. But I think today it's very appropriate, bending it like Europe. I think we are definitely trying to get this soccer ball to curve around some very important facts. And I think as we look at the stories of the day, it's so fascinating. We see that the Eurozone, again, seems to be in a mode to give Greece whatever it demands, 44 billion euros in this instance, and most of the news stories say it may happen relatively soon. Let's look at the news of the day regarding Spain. Close to 11% in terms of bad loans. That's a big number, and it's the biggest number going all the way back to the early 60s since record keeping has been taken down on that country on their bad loans. And if we look at their unemployment rate, getting very close to 26%, but that doesn't matter. Okay, reform avoidance. How many stories have we seen about Greece or Spain or the Eurozone proper doing the fundamental labor reforms that could make a big difference, or tax reform? They have a huge underground economy, and it seems like in all these instances, and even healthcare. How many comparisons do we see in healthcare? But they're not accurate comparisons. We look to Canada. We talk about Canada. They have what, 34 million people? We have 330 million people. You look towards the UK, they always talk about their health care. They have, what, 60 million people? So these are just small bits of what our 1/6 of the economy is going to look like. So in the end, it seems like red tape over market blues. And I think that whether it's in this country or it's in Europe, the common denominator is that what makes markets move seems to be words. Listen, intellectuals, we have a boatload of intellectuals on CNBC. They're smart people. They deal with the topics in a very intellectual way. But I've learned something today. Yes, on this Monday, November 19th, I learned that intellectuals are pretty gullible people. That's what I've learned. Because whether it's in Europe, whether it's Spain, whether it's Greece, or whether it's the U.S. in a lame duck session, we all do want to rise above, and everybody hears that Rorschach the way they want it. I haven't heard anything that leads me to think that we're ever going to get to the proper conversation. Let's not talk about 80 billion. Let's talk about trillions and trillions. Let's get off the tax issues, talk about the reform issues. But it's let them see cake. It's not let them eat cake, and that seems to be the biggest problem. Carl, back to you.